Tubod is such a beautiful place and a beautiful name. In Bisaya, Tubod means tinubdan, gidikanan, o sa mas tukma nga pagkalito ang gidikanan sa tubig. For RD and those who may not understand our Visayan terms, Tubod means wellspring. It's the source, the origin, the fountainhead, the head spring, the head water that provides. See, Tubod, as I have said, is such a beautiful name. And thus today, we hold a very significant activity, the search for the President of Tubod College, the seedbed, the fountainhead of knowledge and learning, an important central source for awakening, for stimulation, for growth and development.
Aside from getting the certificate of program compliance in all programs offered, one of the conditions for the school to be given institutional recognition by CHED as a higher education institution is that the president should be a product of a search process. What is the importance of institutional recognition? Without institutional recognition as a higher education institution, your students cannot avail of the free higher education provided for by the national government under Republic Act 10931, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. Thus, it is imperative that your college president should be a product of a search process. For the search process, there is the search committee created by the Board of Trustees through Board of Trustees Resolution number 9, Series of 2024. The committee is tasked to search, screen, and recommend eligible candidate for president. The committee is composed of qualified representatives from the following sectors. Please stand as your name is called. The chair of the committee is Dr. Miriam B. Fuentes, the CHED 10 Division Chief. As to the members, we have here Ms. Ella May Amor Alavanza, the business sector representative, who is not yet here. Ms. Najma Ken B. Pido, the student representative of the Tubod College. Dr. Maricel M. Nueva, the Alcoten president, and the Tangub City College president. And Ms. Thea Jean V. Caruana, the faculty representative of Tubod College. Our secretariat, also appointed by the Board of Trustees, is composed of the following. We have here Mr. Abraham Morong Jr., the Education Program Specialist 2 of the Commission on Higher Education, Region 10. We also have here Ms. Prixie May J. Bete, the School Registrar of the Tubod College. And also Ms. Iris Angela C. Rodriguez, the HR of the Municipality of Tubod. The first meeting of the search committee was conducted on February 26, 2024. The search committee published the notice of search for president in Gold Star Publishing, a newspaper of general circulation in the whole of Mindanao, for 3 consecutive weeks, on March 4 to 18, March 29 to April 12, and April 22, respectively. The notice of search was also published or posted in other multimedia platforms like the Facebook of the school and the Facebook of Tubod LGU. So far, the search committee got 5 applicants for presidency. However, one was disqualified during the initial evaluation due to his being underage and fell short of administrative experiences. May I request the applicants for presidency to please stand. Okay, please take your seat. You will know the 4 qualified, brave, and determined applicants as they will be formally presenting themselves. For the information of everyone, the minimum qualifications of the applicants are as follows: not less than 35 years old and not a day older than 61st birthday at the time of application. A Filipino citizen, holder of an earned doctorate degree, with proven track record as higher education institution administrator or high-level management executive or administrator, whether public or private sector, for at least 5 years. Must not have been convicted for a crime involving moral turpitude or an offense punishable by imprisonment for a period exceeding 6 years, or suspended administratively for 12 months or dismissed from service. In the process, the applicants are subjected to the following. First, profile appraisal to know whether the applicants met the requirements for the position. Second, the public forum and presentation of candidates for Tubod College President, which we are holding now, and panel interview by the search committee. The search committee was done with the profile appraisal yesterday from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. The panel interview will be conducted today at 1 p.m. in this venue. I also requested the Honorable Mayor, who is also the chairman of the BOT of Tubod College, to hold a special BOT meeting this evening to finally select the president of Tubod College. In this portion of the search process, we will witness the public forum wherein each candidate will present his or her proposed vision, mission, and development goals for Tubod College. The candidates will be subjected to questions from the representatives of the various sectors afterwards, or directly by the person asking the question if he is online. Some questions will be specific to each candidate, while some questions will be answered by all candidates. We want your active participation in the search process for presidency. After all, we want to select the best candidate for the position who will lead the Tubod College in the next 4 years in the pursuit of the vision, mission, and development goals. He or she is the person who will steer the institution as to how far, how fast, and how high Tubod College can go in fulfilling its mandates of instruction, research, and extension services. By the way, whoever will be the president, he or she shall be eligible for reappointment for another term of 4 years, only subject to the following conditions. The president manifested that he or she is interested to apply for a second term of another 4 years, and the BOT granted his or her request for the appointment based on his or her performance for the first term, which will be subjected to an assessment by an evaluation committee created by the BOT for the purpose. So, you may ask, what will happen to the president after his or her term? His or her fallback will be as faculty member if he so desires to teach and still be connected to the school. He or she will be run as a faculty member according to the established criteria for the school faculty. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Rihanna's Restaurant, Mindanao Civic Center Hotel. Is this part of the hotel? No. Welcome to the public forum and presentation of candidates for Tubod College President. Dagdagan salamat.
Thank you so much, 𝗬𝗲𝗲. Thank you for elucidating the process and for the very warm welcome, Dr. Bernal, sir. We also would like to acknowledge the presence of the members of the business sector, representatives from the industry sector, from the religious sector, other members of the Tubod community, of the alumni of Tubod College, students, parents, and faculty, and also members of government officials of the Municipality of Tubod. Mayong buntag again. This time, the Chief Education Program Specialist of CHED Region 10 and the Chair of the Search Committee for the President of Tubod College will read the guidelines, the mechanics of the search for the President of Tubod College. Please welcome Dr. Miriam B. Fuentes.
So, maayong buntag sa atong tanan. So, today marks as one of the most memorable days of the Municipality of Tubod and to Tubod College because today we will be selecting the first president of Tubod College. So, as chair of the search committee for president of Tubod College, I would like to present to the public our 4 candidates for president. First, we have Dr. Rene Abarquez. He is from Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Dr. Danilo Daniel from Uzamis City. Then we have Dr. Rezil Mallorca of Tubod, Lanao del Norte. And we have Dr. Cherry Marie Paclipan, still of Tubod, Lanao del Norte. Okay, this time, may I present to you, in compliance with CHED Memorandum Order No. 18, Series of 2022, I would like to read to you the guidelines for the public forum for today's search. So, number 1 guideline, the public forum shall be conducted via face-to-face and Facebook Live. So, naka-live kita karon. Then, to institute fairness, the sequence of the individual presentation will be determined by the drawing of lots to be prepared by the Search Committee Secretariat before this program start. So, we have done that earlier today. After the drawing of lots, a 5-minute recess will be declared to give chance to the first presenter to prepare. Then the candidate will give a brief description about himself or herself and present his or her vision, mission, and proposed program of development for Tubod College before the search committee and to the different sectors represented. These are the students, faculty, non-teaching staff, alumni, and other stakeholders of Tubod College through face-to-face and Facebook Live. Each candidate will be given a maximum of 10 minutes. Remember, candidates, you are given only 10 minutes to make his or her presentation. A timekeeper will be assigned to notify the presenter of his or her time limit. A signal through a placard will be made to the presenting applicant 2 minutes before his or her time limit ends. The presenter may use PowerPoint during the presentation. Then, after the presentation of each candidate, a question and answer portion will immediately follow for a maximum time of 20 minutes. Solicited questions from the different sectors will be consolidated by the Secretariat and will be forwarded to the search committee and to the MC before the start of the program. Due to time constraint, each question should be answered only within 2 minutes. A timekeeper will also be assigned to notify the candidate of his or her time limit. The same process will be observed up to the last presenter. Proper decorum and professionalism will be expected at all times during the presentation. Then, the last, an evaluation criteria sheet shall be used by the search committee members to rate the candidates. So, to our 4 candidates, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fuentes. We have just heard precise and thorough steps for the conduct of this forum, as Dr. Fuentes has outlined. At this point, we will witness the presentation of the candidates for the position of the Tubod College President. The aspirants were made to draw lots earlier. The number each has drawn becomes the basis of the order of the presentation. As I call upon each candidate, I invite them to step forward and start their presentation. 2 minutes before the time, as Dr. Fuentes has indicated, our timer will flash the 2-minute sign card. May we see that card flashed. Candidates, kindly look at that direction for cue. Another sign will be flashed 15 seconds before the LED screen wall will be turned off. That means 10 minutes has been expended and you are about to conclude, or you should have concluded your presentation. Right after each presentation, again, I am repeating from what Dr. Fuentes has shared to us earlier. The question and answer part follows. We encourage those who will be asking questions from our stakeholders to give questions directly in precise and concise asking of the question. Our answers from the candidates will also be given in not more than 2 minutes. Are we all set? Let us now welcome our first candidate to the stage. Friends and stakeholders, Dr. Danilo Daniel.
My respect to the Mayor of Tubod, Honorable 𝗙𝘂𝗁𝗏 Jr., the Vice Mayor, we have Honorable 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗏, sir, the Municipal Administrator, Honorable Rosemil Daniel Cabahog, ma'am, the representative, the CHED Regional Director, Dr. Freddie Bernal, sir, the members of the CHED officials, we have Dr. Miriam Fuentes, the representative of 𝗪𝐶𝑂, Dr. Maricel Nuevo, members of the Sangguniang Bayan, members of the college, faculty of Tubod, and the students, and the different stakeholders of the community. Good morning. So, I am Danilo Daniel. I am from Ozambe City. I'm single, and I celebrate my birthday every October 16. Okay. This is on my 25 years of academic experience. Now, this is my 25th year. These are the competency that I have developed along those years. We have quality assurance manager, quality assurance lead auditor, overall school management. I am also good in research and curriculum specialist. At the same time, I am resource manager. And particularly, I am very interested and have skill on student formation and program implementer. all these skills and competencies had been developed for the past 25 years. It does not happen overnight. Part of the preparation, these are the degrees that I have experienced in my life. I graduated Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Theology in Our Lady of the Angels Seminary that's in Manila. And I took up my first master's degree in education, major in guidance and counseling, and another master's degree in business administration, and another master's degree in public administration, because I really love to study. For my doctorate degrees, these are the degrees that has been blessed, no? My first PhD degree with Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management, and another PhD in the Human Resource Management. And I am also blessed to experience College of Law. So this is a Juris Doctor, College of Law in 𝗧𝘂𝗧𝗏, that's Misamis University. And right now, I am pursuing my fourth PhD degree in Research and Development in San Carlos University. I'm still in the dissertation level. 15 years of my life in the 25th year basically is with 𝗏 University. There I started my life, the very beginning of everything, and until now. Then after that, these are now the other assignments after 𝗏 life. So right now, I am the Dean, the College of Education. At the same time, the Research Director and Head of Internationalization and External Linkages in Merchant Marine Academy of Caraga in Butuan City. So I just traveled to come here. And then I have experience already also as Vice President for Academic Affairs, Research and Extension in St. Joseph Institute of Technology. And after that, I experienced a lot of consultancy in different schools. That's why I have different employers, but it's really consultancy in nature. That's why I move from a school to school. I'll be the Chancellor in Surigao Education Center. This is also a maritime school that's in Surigao City. I am the Chancellor at the same time, a consultant that has been assigned as Chancellor. And then as also Chancellor in Zamboanga del Sur Maritime Institute of Technology, that's in Pagadian City. And then I happen to be the college president in Medina College, that's in 𝗏𝘂𝗧𝘏 City. In 𝗏𝘂𝗧𝘏 City. President at the same time, a consultant that has been assigned as a president. And then in the same institution, I also serve as the Academic Affairs Vice President in the 4 campuses of Medina College. You know, we have Medina Ozamis, Pagadian, Ipil, and Sapang Dalaga. I also been a consultant with academic affairs in my very own seminary, Our Lady of the Angels Seminary. And then I also experienced working abroad with United Nations as a VSO volunteer in China for 2 years. And then in 𝗏, these are my assignment, directors for admission. We have here, I've also been assigned as a high school principal in 𝗣𝗂𝗧𝗏 Medical Center because 𝗏 has an affiliate school. Then I was the one being sent with the president to be the principal of 𝗣𝗂𝗧𝗏 Medical Center. At the same time, while holding the principalship, the school owner tried to ask my assistant as a consultant for accreditation and academic affairs in the college, particularly in the vice president for academic position. At the same time, I'll be a chairperson in social science department in 𝗏 University. And then and those different assignments in 𝗏, regional coordinator for Mindanao Schools, Justice and Peace Commission, National Service Training Coordinator, and Institutional Culture Arts Director. As I said, 15 years of my life is with 𝗏. Then the rest of the 10 years has been assigned in different schools. Okay, that's my educational qualification. Now I'll move now into the very core of what is my plan for Tubod College. Tubod is, as I said, by our very own MC, it's really a source, the seedbed. It is also what you call here the source of everything. So this is not my pictures. I just grab it in the internet. So these are the description of how beautiful Lanao del Norte is. No? This is how beautiful and all the North, with all the beautiful ecotourism and all these things, which I'm going to, the base of my plan for Tubod College. And these are the beautiful people, the tribe people nature of this municipality. And this is, I describe how Tubod College at present now is a CHED, no? That need to be crafted properly, that need to be cared, and try to have somebody who will help engineer it to grow it and strengthen it. So this is how young Tubod College is, and there my love to help school around, arises. No? So this is my vision for Tubod College. I want Tubod College as a leading 21st institution in vision to produce globally competent individuals in the area of ecotourism, in the area of, in the area also of cultural peace and sustainable growth, founded with excellence in instruction, research, and extension. Because these are the three pillars of a college education. Okay? And I want to underscore the concept of producing a graduate that is centered on ecotourism, cultural peace, at the same time, with sustainable growth, founded on the three elements of instruction, research, and extension. So, the mission that I am envisioning for Tubod College is, it should commit to provide knowledge and skills in critical thinking, peaceful dialogue, cross-cultural understanding, creative collaboration, communication, information, and media literacy, and computing and ITC literacy, career and learning self-reliant. But the major point really here is we could produce a peace-loving citizen that is aware of the culture of dialogue. No? That is really my core point of how Tubod would serve as the center of peace and dialogue for the whole province. I also have the mission of establishing a strong research culture. Because I have a doctorate degree in research from San Carlos University, I could help a lot on this area. In the institution, and design a multidisciplinary researches that are publishable and contribute to nation building, and inspire and uphold service-oriented organization that nurture community and God's creation. So this is really the vision that I am really thinking for Tubod College if I am given the chance. So for the goals, developmental goals, so I intend to enhance continuously the curriculum and upgrade professionalism, emotional growth, and quality of instruction as a 21st century educator. With that, I am really interested. I would like to focus on really acquiring the government recognition for all programs. Because this would only happen if this would... A time na dahil siya.
Thank you so much, Dr. Daniela.
Thank you, sorry.
We now start with our question and answer part. Anyone may raise his or her hand to be acknowledged for the question. Before you give your question, we request everyone to state his or her name, designation, and then ask the question. Thank you. We are also entertaining questions to be written on a piece of paper. You can hand it over to us so we can address that to our candidate. Questions are also entertained from our Facebook live stream participants. As the first question is lodged, the 20-minute time duration starts. Anyone?
Fun.
We also would like to request our in charge for the Facebook Live to monitor questions from the comments or from messages. You can write it down or you can request it to be flashed on screen. Yes, sir. We have on this side our Tubod College faculty. Shall we give them a round of applause? The first question is now about to be asked. 20-minute starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I am 𝗬𝗂𝗯𝗹𝗂𝗲, currently the Research and Extension Coordinator of Tubod College. And I'm very much amazed with your background, particularly in the research and extension aspect. Now, with my 2-year coordinatorship of the office, we have identified, together with the Research Council, the most or the pressing issues of the office and Tubod College facing, particularly in the said aspect, the research and extension. One of which is the lack of direction, the research and extension trust agenda of the school. Now, considering the international, national, regional, even the executive legislative agenda of Tubod, particularly in the UN SDGs, the NEDA, or the National Economic Development Ambition Natin 2040, the HNRDA of DOST, and the regional agenda, how would you set the direction of the research and extension of Tubod College?
Okay, thank you, sir. Again, it's centralized to the vision that I made. No? Ecotourism, a culture of peace and sustainable growth. The research agenda goes with those concepts. Okay, and so that we could really align everything to the vision mission, that research agenda should really geared to those three. Okay, so we could have it, assign it by college to make it work farther. But the key point there is that should be customized into the three concepts for the next 5 strategic years. And after 5 strategic years, or on the first, the second, the third year, we could also re-evaluate it. But I would like to focus on the 3 areas so that our research trust can be very, very directional, and it has a brand for Tubod College. Thank you.
We have, thank you, Dr. Daniel. We have another question also from our Tubod College faculty. Yes, Bob. Sir Gerson Henelia is helping us in this open forum.
Okay, this is Dr. Elmela Olavides, Tubod College.
Good morning,
Sir,
ma'am.
when it comes to your background, academic background, no question about this. But this time, it is about your personal values. You know, your followers will expect many values or values from the leader. If elected as president of Tubod College, what are your personal values that will guide your action as president of Tubod College?
Thank you. My personal value really is, I would like to have dialogue. No? I always set things for talking, because if we understand both, definitely, if we understand the vision, we could work hand in hand professionally with the vision. There are really in life, dili man yung kinahanglan magkasinabot tatanan all the time. We could have different views, but in the context of work, we need to agree for the greater good of the community and the college, setting aside the personal biases. Okay, dili may tanan magkasinabot, even sa pamilya. That's a reality. But if you have the concept, no, the values of dialogue, openness, then we could start and restart all over again. That's it, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. We have a question here. I understand this comes from our Tubod College students. Okay. Let me read the question. How will you sustain the approved or issued COPC?
Okay.
Follow-up question. What are your plans? What are your planned measures sa mga wala pa na-release na COPC?
Okay. If given the chance, I need to have a needs assessment. No? What's going on? And then from that, we'll start filling up the gap and try to work it as a team. There are things in the preparation of the college that are dali ra, mapalit, mga equipments mapalit na. But the difficult part is the human resource. That's a very difficult part, and we need to search on that, because CHED really has specific criteria, especially having a master's degree in the field of specialization for the program. That is difficult. That is especially in the scarcity of the human resource. Then it's the task of the president to look for it. And especially with the complexity of creating item in the government, that would doubly the problem. But I think on the context of dialogue again with the key officials, with the LGU, I think that would be solved. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. Do we have questions from our business and religious sector? From our barangay officials? Father, you're about to raise your hand.
Maing buntag,
Buntag, Father.
Our Lady of Angels ka, no? Clarician ka,
Franciscan, sir. Ay, brother.
Franciscan?
Francis, Father.
lagi. Ang ako lang pangutana diri, tanaw ragud ni, ako ragud usa diri sa kaming duha, religious. Kay, we may be talking about researchers and all, ang atong mga, saan ni atong nga buluhaton, no? Academic development and all that. Pero mangutana ko ba, no? Kay murag, delikado ka ini, no? Nang what are your thoughts on gadget, cellphone addictions, no? Drug addiction? That according to technology experts, no? Nga kini nakaguba gyud, no? And it's alarming at even the Pope, no? Kunya mga experts sa academy, no? Nakita na nila gyud nga kanang usa na it's alarming and it's raising concerns, no, about academic performance, social well-being, and overall quality of life sa mga estudyante karon, no. Gani we may have a lot of kanang mga researches nato ug magpaningkamot nato sa kanang tourism and all that, no. Imuon nato nga academically ko ang sana ang pero kay balot tatanan nga ang overall end sa atong institusyon mao man gyud nga makabot ang kanang holistic kuan ba, no? Intellectually, emotionally, academically, ug labos sa tanan spiritually, you know,
Yes,
kining
yes, Father.
develop ang bata, no. Unya sir, kanang sa kining problema gyud karon, no, nga basic ayo, no, that a lot of kanang mga estudyante sa Pilipinas karon cannot properly read. Doon ay problema sa reading kuan, they cannot read, no. Unya basic ang reading, no, kay unsaon man pag sulod sa information, no, ug ang tanan, how can we develop them if they don't even know how to read? Kanang deep reading, no, according to Cardinal Tagle, deep reading, no, that enhances critical thinking, creativity sa mga estudyante, no. So mao na ang ako basic gud kayo, we go back to the concerns sa mga estudyante gyud, no. Of course sa faculty pod, no.
Thank you, Father. So the first point here is on the cell phone thing. We could not really escape, no. That's how the capitalist system work things, no. That's part of the process, and we could not escape technology and advancement of technology. For cell phone, something like that, policies should be strengthened. Because if there's a policy now and that is being cleared out in the policy, that would support a mental set, no, mind setting thing, and that the policy should be supported mind setting. No, we need to point out the mindset of it. First policy, then after the mindset, then go back and again. You should try to connect it with the vision of culture of peace, something like that. The second concern now with programs, basically, and how the school operates, we could arrange in our programming, in the actionable of every department, the things that would address specifically with reading, because it goes in the school operation, it goes with operational planning, both on the academics and then academics, particularly on the academic thing. And then we will have a lot of programs if, again, after the needs assessment of the level of difficulties or the level of the data that we arrive from the students, we could always plan the proper remediation program for those concerned, Father. Definitely, it will be student-centered. So But the baseline there is policy. The policy must really be cleared out. In the academic setting, Father, especially in the admission thing, we could have a free admission, but however, the retention policy must really be specified, and there are many things in the retention policy that would always be connected now with academic quality, so that because these people, these students will be taking board exam. So the academic control will be there, strengthened in the policy that will be cleared up in the student handbook or even in the faculty manual. That's it, Father. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. We have a question from our Sangguniang Bayan member.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
to each and everyone. As the member of the Sangguniang Bayan of Tubod, we look forward for the betterment of Tubod College. No? We, the Sangguniang Bayan, together with Honorable Mayor 𝗪𝗪 Jr., together with Vice Mayor Clifford and the BOT members, would much appreciate your efforts, the 4 applicants. No? So, sir, my question is, what are your, in your experience, no, what are the challenges faced by you, by the unrepresented groups, especially the students? No, there are a lot of students who are underrepresented, especially by the teachers. No, karon manggod daghang mga students nga dili kaayo ga voice out. No, especially ilang nang gihimo daghan ng mga issues and concerns sa Tubod College na nadungog na mo sa Sangguniang Bayan nga dili maayo nga pang ginabuhat and naabot na sa amuan na concerns and mga bata pa. So unsa man nga mga strategies, unsa man nga mga imuhang ikahimo nga katong mga underrepresented group imuhag yung matarong og dala within your level of leadership. So, thank you.
Okay. That's a really big concern, no? Of course, the student is that's the customer-centered thing here, because the school exists because of the needs of the student. I'll start again no, with policy, no? Policy thing, because everything happens with the policy. At the same time, on the level of the president or even on the academic committee, proper mentoring and proper monitoring is needed. And concretely, you could have put there a suggestion box that is directly open, and you could directly have the customer's feedback. And of course, a constant part of the monitoring now can be address those things. Because definitely the students will not really talk, because it's part of our culture not to speak out directly even to authority, and that's a common thing. Now, and I understand that. So to support that, no, to really address that issue, we need to have, again, a culture of dialogue, supported again with policy. Okay? And that should be truly examined in the context of the due process. Because there are also things that they are suggesting that is, of course, against the law. And the due process must really be part of the process of dialogue. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. We have a hand raised from our Vice Mayor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Once again, good morning sa tanan.
Good morning, sir.
I was very amazed sa imuhang presentation, sir. Actually, daghan kay kag educational background. But for me, as a municipal vice mayor and public officer, I am very particular on the value and the character of a person. Because education, tanan nato nga mga professionals or tanan nga mga achievements nato in life can be learned, no?
Yes, sir.
Pwede nato ma-eskwelahan, pwede nato ma-experience, but for me, if ever you will be chosen as the president of Tubod College, pwede ba ta makapangayo on your value or personal character nga pwede nimo mahatag sa atong mga kabatan-unan, especially the students and the Tubod College, kay gikinahanglan gyud namo ang tabang sa isa ka tawo nga dili lang ingon nga very intelligent, very professional, but we want people in this arangkada bagong tubod administration nga kaya mohandle og kaning mga problema nga outside the institution. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, no, I'm really very willing to help. No, I'm really very willing to help. Even if I will not be chosen as the president, I will still apply for a way to help really Tubod College, because you know I am already I'm 50 years old. Then I want to stay closer to Usamis, and it's my play working place now is okay. However, I want, when you are getting old, a little bit of age, you will always want to go home, because being at home really is something that everybody treasures. So Kailangan, sir, no, even if I will not be chosen as the president, I'll still find a way to help, and that's the personal characteristics that I really have. No, I want to help. I really want to help. That's why I study. Those experiences are given for free as scholarship. Because I believe if you want to study, if you want to be an effective administrator, you need to study. Because the more you study, the more you are going to understand situations. Kana lang, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. We have a question here from one of the members of the business sector. Here goes. If given a chance to become the school president of Tubod College, how would you preserve and protect the school in case of political change or transition, since everything is temporary?
Okay, that's very correct now. I think we will not really we should not be confused by political interests and people's interests. Because definitely people are serving public service because they want to serve people. There might be some personal differences, but definitely the politician is really needed in the process. Because the core of everything is on the policy that they make. And with the very act that they try to create the school, definitely deep in their heart, they really want to serve authentically. Because as I said, a school really is a source of life. Kita tanan, lumalabay lang yun tatanan. Pero ang school, kung ato siyang amumahon, magpabilin yun siya. And it will help thousands and thousands of people, not just in Tubod. And it would create the next generation more civilized. That's why we need to take care of the school. As I said, political interests and people's interests are more or less equal. And I know people running in political world, I really want to help people. We might just have different in our perspective. Kaya lang siguro, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. Do we have, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you kayo, ma'am, no? Sir, as member of the BOT and a committee chairman on education, I know that Tubod College is facing some problems as of now.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if given the chance, kay nakakita naman ko sa imong qualification, all your experiences, if ever given the chance, nga ikaw among mapili as president of the school, are you willing to stay here in Tubod?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Because we know nga, ang problema magud karon jud sa Tubod, kabalo man jud ka nga, ikaw pa bag-o pa jud kaayo siya nga tubok. So nagkinahanglan jud siya love and care para nga mo prosper or mo dako. So nagkinahanglan jud mig tawo nga motutok sa amo ang eskwelahan kay para nga mulambo.
Yes.
So that's why nalipay kaayo ko karon with the help sa ato ang regional director of sa ato ang assistant si Ma'am Miriam nga niabot na gyud ni siya nga time nga mag-search gyud ta sa atong Tubod College president. So kana lang gyud akong gikuan, sir, nga are you willing to have service here in Tubod by heart, by kanang adjustable juga, sir, umay mo.
Yes. I am very willing even to relocate here, and it is very near to Ozamis, and be part of, registered it here again. No? I am very willing for that. because of course we need to put the heart now, and I really love to help unserved schools and education. I cannot siya, sir. I cannot siya, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. This is the final question, or do we still have time to have this being asked? 15 seconds is left. I think we may not have enough time. Or will you allow to have one last? Time is up. Thank you so much, Dr. Daniel.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. And as I said, even if I will not be elected as the president, I'm still very willing to help the president. Thank you very much.
As we thank Dr. Daniel, we welcome on stage our second candidate, Dr. Rene Abarquez.
The CHED Regional Director, Sir Bernal, the Honorable Mayor of Tubod, Honorable Mayor 𝗬𝗂𝗀𝗏, the Honorable Vice Mayor Clifford, Monsignor Bernard Bigornia, the Parish Priest of Tubod, Ma'am Mariam, Chief CHED Supervisor, and the Chairman of the Search for the Tubod College President, Search for the College President, the President of the 𝗪𝘂, SB member in attendance, barangay captains, faculty and staff of Tubod College students, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to introduce myself. Let's get to know. Next slide, please. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. So I am Rene 𝗬𝗂𝗏 no? My nickname Rene. I am 49 years old, and of course, August 29, 1974, my birthday. Relationship status, married, and I have 6 children. No? The 3 of them are now in college, and the 3 high school pa. No? Okay, my baccalaureate degree, Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Values Education, minor in History. My masteral degree, Master in Management, major in Educational Management. My doctoral degree, Doctor of Education, major in Educational Administration. I graduated at Misamis University, Osamis City, in 2015. Okay, work experience. Yeah, I have been a school administrator, no, for 3 years at Masibay Integrated School, Nunungan, and I was able to transform Nunungan into a educational, really, school, no, which 200 students plus 10 faculty members. 2 years as school administrator as Bansarbil National High School, Senior High School Department in 2019 to 2021. 2.9 years school administrator, Binoni Dimolugan National High School, August 2021 to April 2024. And newly installed school administrator of Mabanta National High School, Kauswagan, Lanao del Norte. With this experience, I can guarantee you that Tubod College would go further at its best. Okay, this is my vision. By 2034, Tubod College is a premier college on education, service, research and innovations, and community transformation, excelling in the holistic development of globally competitive, locally responsive, and resilient human capital. If given a chance, I would transform Tubod College into a primary college on education and as well as a resilient human capital. Mission. Tubod College is committed to produce globally competitive, public service-oriented, research-oriented graduates of quality and innovative advanced and higher education programs in sustainable agriculture, because the Tubod is, of course, targeting the sustainable agriculture, fisheries, tourism, entrepreneurship, liberal arts, education, healthcare, and integrity in governance. Okay, my goals. Instruction. Provide quality education that is globally competitive, public service, research-oriented graduates in advanced and higher educational programs. We are targeting quality education for the Tubod College. Next, research. Cultivate community-rooted, internally competitive, and responsive research culture among faculty, staff, and students. So research is very important today also, no? I am also handling research subjects, no? At my colleges incorporated at IPIL. Extension. Engage the faculty, staff, and students in sustainable extension services to improve quality of life in the community. Okay, governance. Strengthen administrative operation, develop human capital, and intensify fiscal management for the efficient and effective delivery of public service. Okay, core values. Of course, my first is God-fearing. Next, after that, excellence. Next, people-centered. Integrity. Selfless public service. And the last, respect for human dignity. Okay, I am now ready for the questions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rene Abarquez, sir. We now start with our question and answer portion. As soon as the first question is lodged, the 20-minute duration starts. I have some questions here, stuck in my pocket, and this comes from the Tubod College faculty. Let me ask this one now, the one which wasn't asked earlier. Okay. How will you ensure that our graduates are well prepared for careers in the evolving agricultural sector?
Yes, ma'am. First, hire qualified instructors, especially on the agriculture. And then after that, improve quality instruction. No? Our target is quality instruction. How to do it? Of course, supervision is the key. No? Supervise gina sila perminti para ang ato ang product quality. Third, the output, once you have a good instructor, a good instruction, then the result would be equality output. That's all, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. Do we have, yes, we have a question from our Tubod College students. Sir Gerson? A faculty. All right. So I was looking at this row. From our Tubod College faculty. one of the faculty members.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Doc. I am Miss Angeline Maglinte, a faculty member of Tubod College. So I'm just curious, Doc, as we all know, teachers or instructors are actually trustees of the nation in providing quality education to the youth. Any plans or anything that you can share about faculty development or plan for the faculty members? Thank you.
One of the leadership style that I have is the fourth domain, no? Developing self and developing others, no? One of it is, of course, we have to develop the faculty, no? In what way? Sending them in a seminar, no? Sending them to a good university, no? Kung doon ay budget, ipadala, no? Train. And of course, the key there is, of course, during the actual classroom instruction, there should be an observation. Obserbaran nga na sila, no? And then check the lesson plan, no? For the DepEd, that is lesson plan. The CHED, that is syllabus. There is always a monitoring and evaluation about that, no? And we always ask the learner's voice also. Doon ay feedbacking, no? Ang mga estudyante, feedback po sa mga maestro. That is why, at the end of the semester, there is that so-called measurement and evaluation, no? I-evaluate mo ng teacher kung pwede pa ba. At that point, if being hired as a school president, I have to check on whether that instructor would stay or not, no? And so, i-check gina siya to have that quality. So first, no, send the faculty. If there is, shall we say, something wrong with this teaching style, send them a seminar, train them, and then mentor and coach that college instructor. That's all.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. We have a question from, by the way, this question was given earlier from our business sector. Do you allow me to ask this for Dr. Abarquez? Okay, while waiting for hands to be raised. Oh, okay. So we have hands here. Yes, sir.
Hello, good morning, and Assalamualaikum. I am Jamil Makadagpo, 𝗖𝗂𝗀𝗃 Program Head of Social Work Program. My question is that we are now in the 21st century, wherein students are into computers, social media, phones. No, by just one click, they are now connected with the world. And also, being in the 21st century, we are also into TVs, no, particularly the Tulfo. No, and we experience sometimes our student is so empowered to the point na konting kibot lang from the teachers, they were automatically run in the social media. And will you recommend the Tulfo? I mean, I know, not mentioning, I don't hate Tulfo, baka ma-misinterpret ako, but this is very rampant nowadays since we are into the 21st century. So will you recommend the Tulfo or the social media platform as the runaway authority wherein the student rant or voice out their problems? So I want to know your personal take on this, sir.
Yeah, in a college, there is that Dean of Student Affairs. That is the right forum and the right venue for you to rant, not in the social media, no? And to avoid that rant, there is that so-called, I would rather impose values permission for all the students, including the faculty and staff. What's that all about, no? That's values permission. We will all learn spiritually what is good and what is right, what is bad, no? And that, of course, that is also the venue where the school president can speak, can train, no? Can inform, teach the students on how to handle problems, issues concerning school matters. Dili ta mo diretso og tulpo, no? We have also policies and guidelines that cover on that, no? So, there is that so-called inform good mo tanan, no? Doon natay information about that para mahibalo kung unsay angay buhaton. So, let us avoid having tulfo in that kind of attitude. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. Let me ask this question now. If given a chance to become the school president of Tubod College, how would you preserve and protect the school in case of political change or transition, since everything is temporary?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to go back to my vision. No, sir. There is that portion of my vision, mission, public service oriented and integrity. No? Integrity. And so, with that mission and vision, I think Tubod College can preserve on it, no? Meaning, with that integrity and public service oriented, I think the politicians cannot overall on that, no? Dili sila pwedeng makuhan kay mao man ni ato ang vision mission in non-partisan school, no? And so, of course, we have integrity in governance. Let us preserve this integrity. Let's not allow to use college, Tubod College, as a political arena. No? Of course, we have also CHED Memorandum on that. No? And so, ato nang himay-himayon, haron masabtan gyud nga ang Tubod College is for educational matter, not a political one. That's all.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. We have a question from our Facebook comment. Allow us to enlarge it first. Visual challenge. Okay, here goes. Good morning. Base sa akong nakita, sagara sa mga student karon naa sa nightlife, laag-laag sa mga beaches, nag-inom. In short, early pregnancy ang problema. Unsa imong ikasulti or action na buhaton, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, no. In my school also, my previous school in Binuni, I have 3 inuntang na buros, no. So, unsa may akong gihimo dito? So, I ask the parents, no, the teachers also, that there should be a values formation, no. Lagi tayo values formation. Yan, nasad mi dito monthly mass, no? Focusing on the values, to preserve the self, no? To protect the dignity, no? Nasad mi ana dito. And so, the result was that it was very effective. Effective. So I think Tubod College would also, if ever given a chance, I would have to have that values formation also, no? Tanan gyud, apilon gid na tanan. I-inform gid sila nga maburusta sayo, wala tay ugma, no? But do it in a constructive way. That is why values formation is the right forum for that, no? For that, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. We have a question from one of our Tubod College faculty members.
Good morning, sir. I am a faculty of Tubod College. Sir, I would just like to touch about mental health. May I ask, do you have any specific programs or services that you will implement to enhance mental health, especially to support students and faculties? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I would also see to it the vision mission of the guidance and counseling. No, I think Tubod College has guidance Yeah. So, mag-partner me, then we will discuss that matter on the mental health also. Second, no? We have the LGU. Kini atong LGU also is very much helpful po ni kusog po ni sila manabang kung unsay mga problema sa eskwelahan. So let us build connections also, no? Mo-connect kita nila. And so because as to the matter of mental health, expert po ni sila. And so once this Tubod College and the LGU would partner, then that kind of problem would be solved easily.
Thank you, sir. We have a question again online. This is from Ayan Chris Latonio Cadili. This is the question now. In Lanao del Norte, several colleges offer the same courses as Tubod College. What strategies can Tubod College implement to effectively compete with these other institutions?
Yes, quality education, no? I think that you have the dictum of Tubod College, aiming for, unsa na sa inyo hangguan, nindot na siya, no, nga tagline, to compete with the other colleges. Let's have to focus on teaching learning process, no? Quality output. 100% passers. So kung makuha na to na kanang 100% na to nga target, then I think we are over compare to the other colleges. So magkaroon ta ng review, no? Aron makapasar doon natay review center. So kinahanglan na siya. Dayon atog yung ipalapnag nga kita maayo compare sa ila. And that's what I call quality education. Globally competitive.
Any other question? Thank you, sir. Do we have other questions from our LGU Tubod department heads and section heads? Do we have questions? While waiting, we have this question from one of our Sangguniang Bayan members. Tubod College has no certificate of program compliance for BS Agriculture, major in crop science, and BS Entrepreneurship. What action or instruction can you give to hasten the issuance of COPC in order for the students to have the special order after graduation?
Yes, ma'am. We have CHED Memorandum Order number 18, no? All of those policies and guidelines are laid down na diha, no? Tanan. Sundon lang nato to. And then secondly, let's work together, no? Faculty and staff, let's work together, no? This is not a solo management. This is a group management, no? Makuha man na to, no? Sundon ang requirements, then let's work together. And then in a friendly manner, no? Do not think that I am the boss. Think that we are equal and we are the same level. Kuha na to na.
Thank you, sir. Do we have hands raised? Yes, we have two first from, all right. Let me acknowledge our Vice Mayor for his question.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Once again, good morning. Na-question na nako ni kaganina, na yun, gusto lang nako pod mahibalo sa imuha, ang education, abilities, tanan ma-learn nato in time. Ang ako alang, what are your moral values, character, aside from, na-mention mo sa imong core value is one is God-fearing. Kita tanan God-fearing man yun, but gusto na ko mahibalaan, tagay ko example sa imuhang values, character nga pwede nimo i-impart sa Tubod College nga makahatag og katabang namo sa LGU. Please give us an example and unsay i-expound. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Vice. In my previous school, no, in Binoni, I always impart to the teachers that I am not your boss. No? Ako ginang ipa-feel nila nga dili ko boss ninyo, no? I am here to help the school. I am here for quality education. So, that's the first. Dili na ko nila ipa-feel nga ako boss, no? Let's work together. I am, of course, for you. Ala dili man ko dali ra ko niyo maduol, then let's work together, no? No, dili na ko na ipa-feel nga ako anak ko dire, ako ana, no? And so, establish a good relationship. That's in number one, no? Do not be a manager that is far from the faculty and the students. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Abarquez. We have a question from SB member Manosa.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Rene, good morning. Good morning sa tanan. Tuguti ko nga ako ning ihimuon sa ako ang pinulungan ng pagpangutana. Ang Tubod College, gikuan siya, gisugdan siya, gi-initiate siya sa LGU sa Tubod. Pananglitan, napili ka. Human sa 5 ka tuig sa imong paglingkod, maayo nimong pagkadala ang Tubod College. Siyempre, maningkamot, manggid ka. Dunay miduol nimo nga taga-national figure, gikan sa CHED. Ikaw kay Presidente man ka, gikumbinsi ka niya. Dr. Rene, kining local college sa Tubod, ato ning himuon nga state college. Para ihatag na mo kay among nakita nga strategic ang Tubod nga lugar, daghang mga bata, unya mga maayo ang mga magtutudlo, maayo ang partnership sa gobyerno, maayo ang sa probinsya. Sayod ka ang Tubod, ang munisipyo sa Tubod naghatag siya o nagpundog siya sa tinuod lang mosulti ko sa kuan, naghatag ta og permiro 8 million. Karon among gipatasan nahimo siyang 10 million. Kana nga kwarta kun dili na namo na mahatag puhon sa Tubod College, magamit nato na sa lahi nga programa sa katawhan sa Tubod. Pero tungod sa amo ang kaikog nga kaikag nga mahimo ang kolehiyo, abalik ko sa kong pangutana, posible mangud kato nga pundo magamit nato kun ang CHED ang mahimo na siyang state college. Mangutana ko nimo, kung susama ni ana nga i-challenge ka, ipangutana ka, Doktor, okay ka ba nga kining ato ang local college sa Tubod, himo na tong state college, unsaon nimo pagkumbinsi ang Board of Trustees o ang Sangguniang Bayan sa Tubod o si Mayor? Thank you.
Yes.
Musugot ka ba?
Thank you, sir. Yes, SB, more than willing, no? For university, no? But how to convince you, no? Of course, there are guidelines, standards, and policies to be followed. Sundon to siya. And then the physical aspect also, inform po mo nga, ang physical aspect also is swak, enough. Tubod College is enough as far as physical aspect of the school is concerned. So enough na. And then second, the faculty and staff. Kinahanglan, kung mag-apply ka og university, kinahanglan kini sila full-fledged doctor. Kinahanglan, kuan po ni sila, no? And then, when it comes to financial matters, we can get the scholarship free. We can get the tulong dunong, the UniFast, as long as we have institutional recognition and as long as we have COPC. Makuha na to na tanan, the grants from the CHED would go down smoothly. That's all. Thank you.
20 minutes has been expended, sir. As much as we want to listen to that question, we have to adhere to our time limit. Perhaps we can ask that to our next candidate. Thank you so much, Dr. Rene Abarquez. Let us now welcome our third candidate, Dr. 𝗪𝗲𝗂𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗲.
Okay, to the CHED Regional Director, Dr. Bernal, Mayor 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗶𝗱, Vice Mayor Clifford Humalon, Father Bernard Bigornia, the parish priest, the search committee president, the search committee President, Secretariat, public officials, teachers, students, friends, everybody in attendance, good morning. Actually, na-nervous na ko. Anyway, okay, so let me start my presentation with this line. Tubod College, your pathway to success starts here. Take a leap and study at 𝗖𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃. Okay, so if I will be given the chance rather to be the president, maybe this tagline can be used to campaign and move more students to come to 𝗖𝗂𝗃. With more students, more slots for scholarships, more financial funds, then maybe we can be able to reach my vision, that is, to become a promising, independent, and socially responsible community college that produces excellent graduates suitable for the region's sustainable development. I know very well that Tubod College is so young. Of course, I would like the graduates to be globally competitive, but I think as young as it is, maybe we could start with a few steps necessary for that global competence to be achieved. And so, to be able to reach this vision, 𝗖𝗂𝗃's mission would be to commits rather to recruit highly qualified and competent teaching and non-teaching staff. This is very important for us to get the recognition and the compliance certificates of all programs. Another is to continually explore avenues to sustain the college financial needs, because I know that 𝗖𝗂𝗃 is LGU funded. And of course, my vision would be, or my vision is to become independent, so that, as mentioned by the SB a while back, this can be, the funds can be used by with the other programs in the future, so more people will be helped. Another is that 𝗖𝗂𝗃 commits to provide student-centered education that produces graduates who think critically, commit to lifelong learning, and are socially and spiritually responsible. I do believe that if we put God in the midst of all activities, we can become, or we can be able to create the culture of good student body, the culture of students na layo sa mga problems that we faced at the moment. Another, to help the community by providing data-driven decisions to societal problems through research. This is very important. We do have lots of problems in the community, and remember that research is there because problem is there. We do research because there is a problem, and we don't want to solve the problem that is not factual. With no factual basis in our decision. So, importante kayo ang mag-research. And then, maintain healthier relationship with the local government to prosper its humble beginnings continually. I mean, what I mean with that is I am supposed to to put period in its humble beginnings. Okay, so with all this vision and mission, these are my goals. First is to offer programs compliant with the standards set by the Commission on Higher Education. And then second, to look at the veil of avenues to acquire government organizations and non-government organizations financial assistance to fund the school's activities and projects. I know very well that funds are not only coming from the LGU. There are different funds that we can get from the other avenues. May it be non-governmental organization or governmental organization. And then third is to develop the culture of research to help solve societal problems using factual data-driven solutions. I am emphasizing on the factual data-driven solutions because I also had this information that people are into research. They just make use of data. I mean, the data is not factual. The data is just made. So it will not be personally made. So meaning, dili na to makuha jud ang saktong problema sa katilingban if we are not going to get those factual data-driven factual data. Another is that to produce quality graduates that meet the standards set by the Professional Regulation Commission. Okay, so that's all. Let me present myself. I am a Juris Doctor, a PhD holder in Educational Management at LaSalle University in 2005. I am a MAED Guidance and Counseling graduate as well, and a psychology from IIT. I had awards and grants. I was a grantee of the Sectoral Engagement Grant this is given by CHED in 2016 to 2018, and the grantee of Research Grants Program of the National Commission on Culture and the Arts in 2018. This is my experience. I've been spending all my 22 years in LaSalle University, and these are my. And then I had 3 years in the public school, specifically in RCIS. Okay, so I've been in the LaSalle as an institutional research director. I've been a Vice Chancellor for Academic and Research. I've been the Research Alumni and Linkages, Dean of the College of Arts. I was also the Mindanao Coordinator of the LaSalle Supervised Schools and a graduate and undergraduate school faculty from 1996 to 2018. My research endeavors include, I do research writing. I love research. Currently, I am a member of the Research Council of the Department of Education in the Lanao del Norte Division. And I am a peer reviewer of Yamore Journal and WEMSU journals. So these are all my certificates. And I've been able to make considerable completed research projects. I would like to highlight my paper on NCCA, the Kanobata Gulyong-sang Ninakpakinataw, which means celebration of life. I have presented this during the 2019 Research Colloquium, Philippine Local Studies and State of the Field. This is funded by National Commission for Culture and the Arts. I would like to capsulize my research experience. I've been doing research papers commissioned and non-commissioned by the university and other agencies outside LaSalle. Because I was the director of LaSalle, I was able to improve the culture of research. I would like also to highlight on the Brave Hearts Endure, the untold stories of the 10 IB. This is a book that narrates the stories and experiences of the brave soldiers during the Marawi siege, and this is co-authored with Jezreel Montes, Daphne, and the late Lito Real. Okay, so I would like also to highlight on the thing that I made, the feasibility and desirability of offering Bachelor of Science in Social Work at Tubod College. Right after Lasal, I went to Tubod. I went to Tubod kay I live in Tubod man. Pero nag-focus ko ba na I would like to help. Whatever things I learned from Lasal, I would like to help it here. That's why when I know that that you need one, and maybe I could be able to meet your criteria. So these are all my community extension, volunteer, sa resource speaker sa dito, and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. 𝗪𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗲. I have papers here. Actually, I have 4, but let me ask SB Member Manosa, sir, if you want to address your question now or later. Thank you, sir. Let me ask this question. This is coming from the LGU Tubod department heads, one of the LGU Tubod department heads. What innovation strategies do you envision to enhance student success and engagement within our college community?
Okay, of course, a college should have its own DSA. Another is that it should also have its counseling, the guidance office. These are 2 important elements for a college to be able to have delivered its services to the students, and to make them engage. Maybe more programs to be elicited or to be conceptualized by these 2 important departments. I'm sure whoever will be assigned to these specific departments, they will also be asked to make plans for the students.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, before I'll read the next question given, let me acknowledge a question from one of our faculty members.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, everyone. I am Miss Angeline Maglinte, a faculty member of Tubod College. Now, Doc, you made mention about your passion in research. So how will you translate that one to Tubod College, or the things that you need to do, or any programs to encourage our students to, as much as possible, just like you, to love and appreciate the beauty and importance of research nowadays? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Students will learn to love research if we don't make research a monster. We don't visualize research to be monster on the part of the students. With that, my goal, my vision or my plan would be is to develop the skills, the research skills among the faculty, so that they can be able to translate and teach research well to the students. Dili lang bitaw kay, himo na mo chapter 1, himo na mo chapter 2, himo na mo chapter 3. Dayon the students will be able to love research if they know that they're answering a problem in the society. If they will realize that, they will really be moved to do what's next so that they can answer the problem. Ana ra jud ang akong kuan, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me read the next question, also coming from the group of the LGU department heads. As the first Tubod College president, what would be your banner programs in terms of the following: gender and development, culture and the arts, disaster risk reduction and management? Let me repeat the question. As the first Tubod College president, what would be your banner programs in, number 1, gender and development, number 2, culture and the arts, number 3, disaster risk reduction and management?
I was thinking about the programs offered by TC. So when I say bannered programs, I'm talking about unsa may program na mas known ang TC and mas nag-meet adtong inyong giingon na gender, what else? And development. So for example, yung education, yung sa program nato sa education sa TC, yung early childhood and development, we can have that strengthened, we can have that complied, makakuha siya sa iyang compliance certificate, so that dayon ang mga we can have all these things katong gi-mention bitaw kaganiya, we can incorporate it to the curriculum of each program, so that we can say that pag sa TC, pag sa early childhood development sa TC tamo adto. Sa tourism, pag sa gusto ta og to improve tourism, to be able to have good relationship with the customer, sa TC temo adto kay na ditong entrepreneur, maayo kay sila sa ilahang entrepreneurship na program, or kay pagka gusto ta og agriculture, maayo nga farmers adto sa TC mo eskwela kay maayo kay sila agriculture. But of course, we can only reach that if we can get the compliance certificate from the CHED.
Thank you, ma'am. We have a question from one of our TC, Tubod College students.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is 𝗧𝘂𝗃𝗯𝗍, Students Body Organization Senator. My question is, on behalf of the Seventh-day Adventist student of Tubod College, we, the SDA students, observe our Sabbath as day of rest on Saturday. We stand on our belief. Therefore, we cannot attend our class on Saturday. How do you respect and value the rights of these Sabbath keeper students?
Yeah, that was also the problem we had in LaSalle before. Offering different subjects in different time slots would answer that problem. Example, if NSTP will be on a Saturday, we can also offer NSTP on a weekday, depending on how the schedule can be arranged. That is how we address that in LaSalle, because there are some students who really cannot come because of that factor. So NSTP would, di ba, laman na siya, dili raman, ang NSTP is dili lang man ROTC. So we also have CWTS. So the students may opt to have the CWTS on a weekday.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me read this question. This was asked earlier. If given a chance to become the school president of Tubod College, how would you preserve and protect the school in case of political change or transition, since everything is temporary?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Having the president and of course, nanay in place na president may I'll rephrase my statement. If I'll be the president and later on there would be new set of officers from the public, from the LGU, how can I protect that? I don't believe that having changes in the politicians would make a change too in Tubod College, because Tubod College has its own identity. They have their own juridical personality that should not be influenced by personally influenced by officials or by public officials. Though I already made mention that that my goal is to maintain harmonious and healthier relationship with the public officials. And I will also stand non-partisan. What I mean is that dili ko maglabot-labot. I mean, pwede man ka mo support. Dili lang jud kwan ba? Dili lang jud ka ng we allow all kung moingon sila mosulod sila sa Tubod College, maybe we can allow them to come or give their plataforma or not. Pwede. Personally.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have other questions? While waiting, let me read this one sent online. What are your strategies or innovations in ensuring continued quality education amidst all the different challenges?
Lagi, the most important thing jud sa karon for Tubod College is to get the compliance certificates so that they can take the board exam. After that, we can make innovations like anak magud na siya. Maayod jud ang mga program, ma'am, if the employability rate of the students kay 100%, if not 80% or more than 50%, if not 100%. We can, pag mo yung tag-employability rate, lisod magud kay ng it's very difficult to produce graduates, then after dinharataman, naka-take og board exam, nakapasar, pero walay mo kuha, di ba? So, yung ano ba, muna siyang, the first and foremost is tanawon sud needs assessment. Unsa man need, ako dili magud ko ka istorya then in full ba kay I am not well aware of the needs of Tubod College at the moment. But the most important thing nga dapat buhaton when I may start is to assess the needs of each program. Tapos dinha na din mo full swing ang mga programs, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Other questions? Wala na time. 9 minutes. We still have 9 minutes. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning again, no. Salon na lang nako si SB Manosa kay dili ko no siya ka-express kaayo. Sa sentiments pud ni sa Sangguniang Bayan, no. Ang ako lang i-recap gamay. As I remember, Tubod College was established kay tungod sa vision nga ang mga bata especially sa lungsod sa Tubod, labaw na tong mga pobre, labaw na tong naa sa mid nga lang level sa education background ba kaning dili bitaw kay high ang ilahang kaning panabot or dili kayo kanang namagoy bright nasa middle and ana ba, so nahimo ning Tubod College kay to give chance sa ma'am, to give chance sa mga bata nga naapod sa ubos-ubos gamay ang kahimtang, naapod sa ubos-ubos gamay ang ilahang pong dili kay sila bright na sa level sa medium na nasa ubos, so nahimo ang Tubod College. So as a school president mangutana mi og unsay mas pinaka-importante sa tanan, no, napaman si Ate Cheryl nga mo kuan unya wala din na question ganina, no, sa duha ka nagpa-elect, unsay mas importante mutan-aw ta sa mga bata nga katong kinahanglan or go deeper ta sa giingon ni SB Manosa ganina nga ang Tubod, LGU Tubod is ga-fund tag 10 million karon, so maadto siya sa lain nga mga programs and projects sa LGU para maadto ang Tubod College into state college, so ma-differ ang iyahang panginahanglanon sa national government or sa state, pero ang state college is naman siya criteria, di ba ma'am? So high standard na ang iyahang nanay mga entrance exam nga needed taken nga katong ubos pod nga mga estudyante, no, naamon gud ato mga students karon kuan ni sila kay naana sila sa higher nga education nga makaingon ta nga sakto-sakto gyud ang ilang balon, no, kay sakto sulod sa tiyan. Unsa may mas importante, ma'am, is muhimo ta sa state college, mabiyaan tong mga bata nga ahana pud sila mo eskwela, mangita og high level sa ilahang maka-fit in sad sila sa ilahabang di sila kakaya sa standard sa state college. So as school president no bugat siya kay mas importante sila ang duha, di ba? So asa may mas importante sa BOT na amang gyud karon, so kana na level, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so I was also visioning that Tubod College would not just be a community college na it could be that is funded by the LGU, but also will become a state college. I think dili man siguro nato mabiyaan ang mga estudyante na dili ibutan nato dili kapasar, because we can identify them kung kinsa sila. And so kay nganong how can we identify them? Di ba man ay entrance exam? So we can help them go into bridging programs para the next time when they take, we will give them another chance to take the exam, and when they pass they can be admitted. So in that way we're not leaving them, and we are also improving the competence of the college. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm looking for hands to be raised again while waiting. Let me, Vice Mayor, you want to ask your question later. What are your thoughts on implementing a gender-responsive curriculum in educational institutions?
Gender-responsive curriculum. Okay, so I was thinking about maybe this is raised by an LGBTQ member. Kabalo man jud ta na education is for all. So maski pag naan ng mga ano po da siya, how will I put this? That everybody has the right to go to school, and that we also have the responsibility to respect each other's gender orientation. What is just important in a community college or in a college is that there is a policy that is very black and white, klaro na masabtan sa tanang member sa society na ang respeto din unsa po'y dapat nilang buhaton, unsay dili dapat buhaton, ana ba? That does not necessarily cut their rights. Mura na siya ang akong answer.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have some questions ready to be asked? Would you like to ask your question addressed to the first two candidates, Vice Mayor, sir? Yes.
Okay, sige, para maapod silang upat. Balik-balik na lang niya ang question, ma'am, kay daghan namang questions nga gi-raise ka ganina. Same question sa duha ka milabay nga mga candidate for Tubod College. Again, education, ma-learn na to, at same time, ma-experience na to, abilities tanan. But para sa mua, importante, isip public official o isip gisaligan sa katawhan sa tubod. Unsa imong mga values, character, nga naani mo, nga pwede nimo gamiton sa Tubod College. Mga lami o example o kung saan nimo pag-diskarte sa imuhang value nga naani mo, para mapalambo nga to ang Tubod College.
Okay, thank you, Vice Mayor. Value is anything good, anything important, and anything desirable. So what is it that I have is that I am open for communication. If na problem, you come to me so that I will know, and so that if this is to be addressed, then I can address it properly. So that I can also teach my students to be open to everybody. So pareho atong kaganiha nga daghang mag-rant sila sa tulfo. They cannot rant, they won't rant it anymore sa tulfo if they are heard in the school. Another is that I really have this the value of service. Even if I was not applying for president years back, I volunteered to serve Tubod College because I know this is also my college because taga-Tubod baya ako. So muna siya. I would like also to help, I would like also students to learn that service is very important. To serve people, to serve others who are in needs in the society is also very promising. Kadang lami kayo ang paminaw kung makatabang ka. Another is that I would like also, as resilient as me, I would like students to be resilient as well. Daghang problema ang kalibutan, ang katilingban, ang necessary lang yun. Smile, be resilient, this too shall pass. Another, perseverance. Kailangan mo persevere yun no? So that I would like also students to learn. And patience. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We only have 1 minute left, but let me push this through. As an academician that upholds liberal thinking and independence, how will you address political pressure and system dynamics inside the LGU? Are you ready for this?
I'm not ready. Bitaw ay LGU pressure ay ma-pressure ay ko diri pa sana ako sa president nga kuan. I think what I learned from what I observed rather from the LGU public officials, kay they are so supportive man. They are so supportive. I don't have any experience of being pressured, so I cannot imagine what pressure are you talking about unsa man ni siya. But I think if policies are in place, there will be no pressure.
Thank you so much, Dr. 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗯. As we thank Dr. 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗯, we now come to our final and fourth candidate, Dr. Sherry Marie C. Paklipan.
My respect to our local chief executive, the Honorable Mayor 𝗪𝗠𝐶 𝗪𝗂𝗏 Jr., Vice Mayor Clifford Humalon, our administrator, Ma'am Roswell Daniel Cabahog, the SB members who are present today, the barangay captains, the LGU officials and employees of Tubod, my loving students of Tubod College, as well as the faculty and staff. My high regards also to our oversight counterpart, headed by our Director 4, Dr. Bernal, our search committee, headed by Ma'am Fuentes, and with her members, tanan nga present karon, including my friends here in this on this table. All present, both physical and online. Mayong buntag kanatong tanan. You can see there, on my first slide, Tubod College, Omnibus Cum Deo, which means all with God, because all of our plans will be established with the help of God. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sherry Marie Paklipan, and I live happily and peacefully in Malingaw, Tubod, Lanao del Norte. I just turned 50 3 days ago, and I am single, meaning never been married. I am a multi-degree holder. I finished my first degree, Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, in the Immaculate Conception College, LaSalle. And this is my first degree that paved the way for me to enter into public service. I also had finished my bachelor in elementary education, and I'm so happy with this because I was able to get 2 licenses as a professional teacher, both in the elementary and secondary. And I also finished my Bachelor of Science in Nursing in North Central Mindanao College. I hurdled my certificate in government management, master in public administration, and doctor in management in the Misamis University. Just last year, I was conferred with the title Doctor of Pedagogy, Major in Institutional Leadership by the Ibarra Scholars and Fellows in Cebu City. And gladly, just last month, I was informed that my manuscript is published with the title Blended Learning in the Technical Vocational Schools, a Phenomenological Study by the American Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences Research. For my experience, I am proud to say that I rose from the ranks. I started out as accounting clerk of the Lanao Norte National Agro-Industrial School, and I was elevated to Supply Officer 1, which was eventually reclassified into Administrative Officer 1. And I rose up to Instructor 1, and then Administrative Officer 4, before I became the Assistant Professor 2, and finally, just December, I was promoted as Senior Technical Education and Skills Development Specialist of the Regional Training Center, Iligan. So as you can see, my experience, I have both experiences in administrative functions as well as technical functions. I also had experience as head of operations for the private sector in Pent Foods Enterprises in Cebu City. And along those lines, as I rose from the ranks, I was designated as the planning focal of TESDA El-Nais because I have served El-Nais for the last 23 years of my public life. And I was also enjoying the duties and responsibilities of being the acting vocational instruction supervisor. And along with that, I was also reassigned as the acting administrator of the TESDA Provincial Training Center, Lanao del Norte. And now, presently, I am also serving, embodying all the rank and file of TESDA employees, and we are calling it, our organization is, or our association is TESDA Association of Concerned Employees for the Northern Mindanao Chapter. For Tubod College, I have crafted this VMG, or the vision, mission, and developmental goals. For the vision, Tubod College upholds a quality-assured educational system in multidisciplinary fields that foster academic access and inclusivity in the heart of Northern Mindanao. And for my mission, Tubod College adheres to established standards and practices good governance, fosters collaboration with local government and industry, supports faculty and staff in nurturing scholarly performance with demonstrated competence to produce graduates that are responsive in the evolving socio-economic landscape for a sustainable future. And for my crafted developmental goals, actually I'm calling it as the IPCR model. Why IPCR? Because IPCR stands for Instruction, Production, Community Extension, and Research. Instruction meaning we have to develop and implement innovative teaching methodologies, ensuring student-centered learning and fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills. For production, we are tasked to enhance facilities, resources, and infrastructure to support practical hands-on learning experiences and industry standards training for students. And for our community extension, we have to collaborate with local communities to address their needs, promote social responsibility, and provide opportunities for students to apply their knowledge in real-world scenarios or situations, and research on top of it. That is to encourage faculty and students to engage in research activities, fostering academic inquiry and knowledge generation to contribute to the field. Aside from that, I also have these 5 toppers. Now, meaning those 4 strategic directions or thrusts, the IPCR model, are topped with these goals. First is that we have to strengthen industry partnerships. We also have to foster a diverse and inclusive environment, embrace local technological advancements, and enhance campus sustainability as well as boost alumni engagement. So these are the toppers. Tubod College also have to endure in these core values, that we have to embrace these values in our daily interactions, our relationships with one another, as well as the community we are dedicated to serving. And these are the values. I don't want to call Tubod College as merely Tubod College, but Tubod nga tinaw. That's why we have to exercise within ourselves teamwork, integrity, nobility, agility, and work-life balance. That would be all. Thank you. Daghang salamat, Tubod College.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sherry Marie Paklipan. Now for our questions. While waiting for hands to be raised, let me read this question previously asked to our previous candidates. If given a chance to become the school president of Tubod College, how would you preserve and protect the school in case of political change or transition?
Thank you for that, ma'am. I believe, and with all awareness, I know that Tubod College is an LGU-run college, and we all know that the members of the Board of Trustees is headed by no less than our mayor. So I know that there are already influences inside politically, but for me, it is just a matter of aligning and harmonizing goals. If your goal is to serve the public, I also have my own goals to serve the public. And you do your thing, and I do my thing. And if by chance we find each other, that is something beautiful. And that's what I want for Tubod College. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have hands raised from our stakeholders? Yes, ma'am. Sir. From a faculty member?
No, ma'am.
From a student of Tubod College.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Rando Allenton, a student of Tubod College. Discrimination and bullying nowadays is rampant. And as a president of this school, how will you address this concern?
Discrimination. Thank you po, sir. For me, I have deep respect for different traditions, customs, culture, as well as perspective. So nobody has the right to discriminate one another. It's just respect. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We have some questions here from our LGU Tubod department heads. How do you plan to integrate environmental sustainability into the academic curriculum and campus operations at Tubod College?
Thank you for that. At the back of my mind, I always think that we have to develop Tubod College into becoming a center of excellence in agriculture. And sustainability starts in agriculture because agriculture is regarded as the mother of all industries and the maintainer of human life. And there lies biggest sustainability. And I should start there. Aside from all of the compliances required from our oversight CHED, and we can promote partnerships and linkages. So that's all about sustainability po. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to our next question, still from the group of our department heads on that area there. How would you handle conflicts within the administration or among faculty members?
Conflicts. Okay, let's start from communication. Let us communicate each other. Let's start having that culture of huddles or the toolbox meetings that we have to do on a frequent basis. We have to shorten the communication loop so that we can fully utilize what you have inside your heart and in your mind. And I can promise to that, and I can vouch to that, and I am so supportive to all concerns that may arise. Now, we cannot erase conflicts because we have differing views. And I also have mentioned earlier that if we have deep respect for each other and we have to respect each own perspective, then we can handle things through teamwork. Now, guys, beginning today, we also have to wear within ourselves. Now, we have to clothe ourselves with the 𝗖𝗂𝗏, the core values that we need to demonstrate. Now, we have to inculcate within ourselves the value of teamwork, the value of integrity. So how can we move up without all of these things? And slowly, together, we can erase conflict. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. On to the next question. What are your thoughts on implementing a gender-responsive curriculum in educational institutions?
One of the most challenging part is that, the gender-responsive curriculum. One thing that we have to do is that we have to embed in our curriculum gender sensitivity topics so that all students will have a better appreciation on what's in there in the gender and development po. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question now. As the first Tubod College President, what would be your banner programs in number 1, gender and development, 2, culture and the arts, and 3, disaster risk reduction and management?
I already had mentioned earlier that we have to develop our curriculum and we have to look into agriculture as our banner program. And with it, all other concerns like DRR or disaster risk reduction, if we go into agriculture, then we can slowly eliminate that. And also, I also have mentioned that with regards to gender and development, we have to embed topics in our syllabus so that all of our students will become aware of the importance and the presence of differing preferences when it comes to gender. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This time, we call on Vice Mayor Clifford for his question for the final candidate.
Okay, thank you. Para mapatas sila tanan. Na-mention naman kaganina, I think nakadungog po ka ma'am no, sa previous candidates for Tubod College President. Unsa imo mga value or character nga naa nimo sa pagkakaron nga magamit nato sa ato ang eskwelahan sa Tubod College? Please cite an example. Thank you.
Okay. I already had mentioned in my presentation that I don't want Tubod College to be just merely Tubod, but it should be Tubod nga 𝗖𝗂𝗏. It's there. I've been telling you about T, teamwork, I, integrity, N for nobility, A for agility, and W, work-life balance. But in me, I am also bringing with me, Vice, the value of being a very good planner, because if you have that quality as a good planner, then the implementation of the programs will be so articulate at your end. So an example to that is that from among the operating units that I've been and I am connected, I am always regarded as a planner. And you can see how 𝗪 have thrived over the years. We have also our humble beginnings. And one of the concrete example also is that when I acted as the administrator of the Provincial Training Center, Lanao del Norte, I entered into that institution with only one registered program, and I came out from its portals adding more 6 to make it 7. And that is very concrete. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We have a question from our student.
So again, good morning. So I am 𝗧𝘂𝗃𝗧𝗂𝗲, an SBO Culture and Arts Committee and a social work student. So students, club, and organizations at a college are taking proactive measures to enhance the overall student experience and sense of community at Tubod College. So here's my question. Can you provide examples of successful initiatives implemented by other colleges to address the lack of clubs or organizations for the students' skills and sports? And how would you adapt those strategies to Tubod College?
As early as now, I was not able to benchmark with other colleges with regards to student development concerning sports and etc. But one thing I could offer to you, I'm always supportive. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir. And then, ma'am, you can follow after him.
I have 2 questions for ma'am. Ma'am, the first is, how would you improve how would you convince our faculty members? Because as of the moment, true as it is, research and extension are not seen or viewed equally by our faculty members because they are more into instruction and they see it somehow a very dugang trabaho. No? So how would you convince or further convince them or create a good research environment conducive for our faculty members? Second question, ma'am, is, I'll just state the second question after.
Thank you for that, sir. Okay, research. Halos tanan allergic research. Okay, now, I can say that if the researches that we are looking into are just responsive to community needs and that the faculty can see and feel that they are part of it, siguro ma-convince na to sila nga we have to go into research in order to discover new things and in order to have sustainability and in order for us to retain what we have in our beliefs in the past. Because research plays a very big role in a higher educational institution. So, isa lang, gyud ang akong gusto nga makita. Kung mag-research ta, it must be responsive to community needs. And since we are located in an agriculturally flourished community, then we have to support mainly first, research concerning agriculture, massive production, renewable energy, and all others will follow. Because I've mentioned earlier, all other industries emanates from agriculture. So kung ako, isa ka faculty, and then I will go into research that is responsive to community needs, then I will have the ownership. Ay, kana nga research, I am part of that. Then there is pride inside my heart, and that will go a long way. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your next question, sir, or we will listen to ma'am's question?
Hi, ma'am. Good
Hello.
morning. So I'm just curious as to what do you think are the non-negotiables that the Tubod College stakeholders, including the faculty and the students, can expect from its leader? Or the non-negotiables could be a trait or qualities or capabilities that we can expect from our future school president. Thank you.
I believe at my end, nothing is non-negotiable. Everything can be bridged. Let us not build walls. Let's build bridges. And together, we can move up. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Time check. Yes. We have from our SB members, SB Manosa or SB Sanchez, may want to ask the same question, ma'am. It's okay. Yes po.
Good morning, no? Good morning, Ma'am Che. Sa ako lang, suppose maka-encounter ka og a pervasive nga belief sa ato ang Tubod College, no? That diversity and excellence are somehow in conflict. So, ang diversity and excellence, mag-conflict silang duha. How do you conceptualize the relationship between diversity and excellence? What kind of leadership efforts would you undertake to encourage a commitment to excellence through diversity?
I believe there is no conflict over diversity and excellence because it is in our diverse customs, traditions, and perspectives that we are going to grow and excellently grow. Now, all we have to do is that we have to just study what are those change drivers, especially that we have big ticket projects here in Tubod, and that we have to remain responsive to that, and we have to remain to equip ourselves to be ready, to what is coming. And also, we have to appreciate those, again, change drivers, as well as nalimot ko, nasa akong mind. Aside from the change drivers, we also have to explore to new trends. Like, for example, before, we are just riding on vehicles like alas puno, no? O sa pamularga, kung dili siya mapuno. And then, now, we already have the grab car. No, sa una, we can always shop when we go to malls. But now, we already have, Shopee? No, knocking at our own doorstep. So we must remain agile. No, one of the qualities that I want to inculcate in Tubod College is agility. Nga mulat ta, siga atong mata, kung unsa man di ay ang umaabot. No, and let us equip ourselves to those coming up, those change drivers that will be impactful in the presence of Tubod College. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I saw 4 hands raised from our Tubod College faculty, so they can decide who would go first. Yes, please.
Okay, good morning once again, ma'am. I'm 𝗬𝘂𝗯𝗹𝗲 po from Social Work Program. My question is that we just came from pandemic and we are actually recovering from it. And then also, during that pandemic, teaching is very difficult, as in really difficult, not just for the teachers, but also to the student, knowing that Tubod College is not that highly urbanized area. We are no signal, Wi-Fi, etc. All the digital needed by the students. Now, I would like to ask, what are your strategies, innovations in combating the effect of this pandemic, or nowadays the heat index we are experiencing? So what are your strategies or innovations to ensure the continued quality education for the student?
Thank you, sir. We have learned so much of the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects towards education, no, in the education sector. And we also have a better appreciation of the ICT because of that. And let us not forget that I'm also a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And at the back of my mind, if agriculture is our maiden program, there are also support programs that we have to create and strengthen. No, especially the programs on health-related, or health-related courses. We also have, at the back of my mind, those courses that will support the construction sector. And let us not forget also, in one of my developmental goals, I put there the appreciation of technological advances. That is, the better appreciation of the ICT. Now, first step, we have to prepare ourselves and we have to really implement the acquisition of hardware. No, kay nga naman, kung wala tay hardware, unsa may gamiton. Second, we have to acquire software. No, kay ug natay hardware tapos wala tay software, we cannot be on the global map. And lastly, we have to develop the peopleware. No, ang tawo nga mag-operate sa hardware. and aided with the software. That would be the steps. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. From our next in line for the question.
So, good morning, ma'am. I am Neil Joshua Bicanama from the Tubod College faculty, specifically in Department of Criminology. So, I believe in a saying, ma'am, na with great power comes with great responsibility. So, if you are to be elected as or appointed as the new school president, no? My question in general is, what are your proposals or alternatives in coping up the dynamic standard of a well-established institution that is implemented in our Commission on Higher Education? In overall, ma'am, what is your alternatives or proposal labaw na para sa ato ang students' welfare, sa faculty development, and overall institution, ma'am?
Thank you for that, sir. The guiding principle, no, in order to rise is that it is deep-seated in my heart and in my mind, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. No, nga mangandoy man ta diretso, makapalit tagumay nga atong kwarta, maisra may ma-afford. Okay, so it is, my first step is to really comply with all of the requirements. Compliance is the key. No, kay dili man gyud pud ta maka-move up if we are always bearing with us the baggages that we have not yet accomplished. So unahon jud nato, first things first, no, compliances, and then we have to move up through accreditations. No, kay pinaagi sa mga accreditations, then we can strengthen, we can straighten up, we can upskill, and we can upscale into being a prestigious college. So magpa-accredit yun ta. Let us strengthen our procedures and processes inside. No, kay through all those procedures, kita tanan magkasinabot yun ta. Because we are being grounded, no, with the procedures. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sherry Marie Paclipan. A round of applause for ma'am. We still have 2 hands in queue and a few papers in my hand, but 20 minutes is up and we conclude our all the 4 candidates have made their presentations. Thank you so much, Dr. Sherry Marie Paclipan, Dr. Rezel Mallorca, Dr. Rene Abarquez, Dr. Danilo Daniel. Thank you for your insightful presentations and for sharing your vision. Thank you for your valor and commitment. The search resumes in the afternoon. The next step, the panel interview, will take place at 1 p.m. in the same place. However, the panel interview is only for the search committee, the candidates, the members of the secretariat, members of the working committee, and some selected participants upon permission given by the search committee. So we thank everyone for their engagement in the presentations. This time, the chair of the Board of Trustees of Tubod College, the mayor of the Municipality of Tubod, will now give his closing remarks. Let us put our hands together for Honorable Mayor 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗲 Jr. Vice Mayor Clifford will speak on behalf of Mayor 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗲.
Program. Wa mata ka panagang ani. Maayong udto sa tanan. Ang akong pagtahod sa ato ang buutan, kugihan, og aptik nga amahan sa lungsod sa Tubod, Mayor 𝗪𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗲. ang ako usab nga pagtahod sa ato ang grabe ka maayo modula og kuan table tennis ang atong kugihan og uptick nga regional director sa Commission on Higher Education, Sir Freddie Bernal, no? Ako masipyat atong pakpakan sa iyang mga kauban, silang Ma'am Miriam Fuentes o sa ato ang mga search for committee president, sa ato ang candidates for Tubod College president, sa para nako no, they are all very competent, no? Wala ko'y masulti, well deserved, and kung unsa manggali ang mapilian sa atong committee sa president, well deserved, siguro points or something, gamay na jud kayong percentage nga magkuan sila kaning sa ilang mga grado or unsa man ay basihan nilang ma'am sa kuan committee. Sa akong mga kauban sa hawanan sa buhat, mga konsihalis namo, sangguniang bayan members, the Tubod College Board of Trustees, dili na lang ako tagsa-tagsaon, sa Tubod College students, Tubod College faculty, the business and the religious sector, no, thank you for coming. We are very happy nga aduna gyud tay religious sector kay without them wala tay guide, no. Gikinahanglan gyud nato ang guide sa atong Ginoo. Thank you for coming, Father, sa ato ang mga buutan o kugihan nga mga barangay captains. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagtambong, mga department heads, national line agencies, natay fire, police, from the DILG usab si Sir Serge Dingal. Po tay bisita, mga kaigsuunan nung from the office of Senator 𝗙𝘂𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏, si Sir Obet, thank you for coming. Just recently, magpasalamat mi, no, good news, nagtawag na ko ang staff ni Senator Mark Villar katong pag-adto namo ni Mayor Jimmy. Happy kay ko ni Senator Mark Villar, baski ga session siya, ninggawas gyud siya para namo, nakikistorya siya. Then karon iyang gi-confirm, he will be giving 5 million sa lungsod sa Tubod. Thank you. So it's up for the mayor kung unsaon niya ang 5 million na ihatag ni Senator Mark Villar. Thank you to sa tabang sa mga Villar. Sa tanan, bisita and even sa live stream nato sa FB. Once again, good morning. Kuyawan man ko aning wata ka maganda may hinigid si Mayor. Ang Tubod College, mga kaigsuunan, as we all know, 5 years na siyang ga-exist. Dayon pangandoy gyud nato nga tubod nun nga makahatag tag quality and affordable education. Sakto tong giingon ni Konsehal Nurin kaganina nga pangandoy natong tanang taga-Tubod nga ang atong katawhan sa Tubod, especially ang mga naglisod pagpa-eskwela sa ilang mga anak, matagaan na to quality and most of all affordable nga education. Pero dili nato na siya makabot ang kana nga mission or goal nato without polishing or without concreting our Tubod College nga administration. So wala gyud tay Tubod College president. Ang atong college president kaniadto is kuan lang, ang ato siyang gibutang as murag OIC. Then per CHED Memorandum Order or CMO, gikinahanglan gyud na siya. Dili pwede nga matagaan og COPC-SO ang isa ka eskwelahan without a college president. So we are very happy nga namugna yun ang ato ang search kay namang yun sa CMO number 18, sorry, ligas og duha ka number nga gikinahanglan gyud og natay college president. So nagpasalamat mi, siguro na yung rason nga dili pa mo pirma si Sir Bernal, bisag di po na mo siya mapildi sa table tennis, pulo kabog katabang niya, di gyud mapildi. Ang barter niya, kung mapildi niya sa table tennis, tagaan mi niyag SO og COPC. So dili gyapon mapildi. So diri na lang mi sir, na-comply naman namo ang Tubod College President basin makahatag na ka sa SO o sa COPC sa Tubod College. Kay katawa ra ba si sir? Na si admin, sir, among varsity player sa table tennis, basin mapildi kanya unya. So, importante kayo ang COPC o ang SO. Kay sayang kayo ang gihaguan sa itong mga estudyante, nag-eskwela sila 4 ka tuig, pero dili assurance nga makatake sila board exam or unsa pa diha nga makatrabaho sila. Kay tungod wala pa sila COPC o SO. So, kani as a requirement, gibuhat yun sa atong administration. Pinaagi sa atong kugihan nga Mayor 𝗬𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏. Gibuhat tanan sa arangkada bagong Tubod administration with the help of course sa ato ang mga sangguniang bayan members. Ang tanan nga mga kinahanglan buhaton. Even breaking boundaries amo gyud ang gibuhat. Lisod ang ato ang panudlanan sa munisipyo, but nagtinabangay ang BOT nangitag pamaagi. Ginaingon kaganina nga ang ato ang Tubod College naghatag ang atong LGU og 10 million. From 8 million ato siyang 10 million gipunan ni Mayor Jimmy og 2 million para lang gyud mapalambong atong eskwelahan. Dako kayo ang contribution sa atong eskwelahan sa atong komunidad. Kaya ako estudyante ko sa Usami sa una, Usami City, MU. Kung Sabado ug Domingo ang Usamis mingaw gyud na siya kayo. So but pasabot ang nakapabibo sa isa ka lugar estudyante. So gitan-aw na mo ang record, nangayo ko sa record sa Tubod College, aduna siya 1,896 ka estudyante. And 1,000 of that is from Tubod, Lanao del Norte. But pasabot, isa na siya sa nakakontribute sa ekonomiya sa atong eskwelahan. So, mauna kami, ang atong mga kauban nga konsihal, together with Mayor Jimmy, naningkamot mi sir, nga mas mutubo pa, mapalambo pa natong atong eskwelahan, pinaagi po sa inyong tabang. So, nahuman naman ang tanan, ang ato ang public forum. Ako lang ihatag no, sa search committee. Sa ilahan na po ni siyang time to search kung kinsa yung karapat-dapat. Again, para sa kuha, maayo gyud sila tanan. Actually, dili lalim di ay no, nga magtindog ka diri. Kung ang politika himuon og ingon adto, kami tanan nga politiko di gyud may kapasar. Lisod kaayo. So again, congratulations inyong tanan, Ginooy mahibalo og ang ato ang committee og sa tanan nga mitambong. We are all part of Tubod. Magtinabangay ta, dili na mo kaya ni Mayor Jimmy kung dili mo motabang sa atong ABC President, uban ang iyang mga kauban nga mga kapitanis. Magtinabangay ta atong awhagon ang atong katawhan, labi na gyud ang atong mga estudyante nga tangkiliki natin ang Tubod College. Kay karon nanata sa step nga ato na yung gihimo nga konkreto ang atong eskwelahan. So, daghang salamat og maayong hapon kanatong tanan.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Clifford.